This video is sponsored by Epidemic Sound.
The Sunken Place, to me, is the suppression of voices.
It feels like the country as a whole has been living in the sunken place.
I got rights to talk, bro. I know right here. I do.
I think all great horror has a social message of some sort.
Do they know I'm black?
No. Should they?
What are you people? We're Americans.
It's Hands Across America.
Hands across America.
We still have the American spirit.
But however you define us, in order for you to have us, there's got to be a them.
A targeted act of political violence.
A radical leftist.
He is a Biden supporter.
The suspected shooter is MAGA.
Left versus right, or us versus them.
We are polarized because there is a lot to be gained by certain people when we're polarized.
Big question about the addiction to spectacle.
An absolute spectacle.
It began as the fun of a horror story.
The Sunken Place.
It's my favorite genre. I wanted to have fun while writing. And it turned, in the middle of the process, it turned into something more important.
By the way, I would have voted for Obama for a third term if I could. Best president in my lifetime, hands down.
I agree.
Yeah.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Barack Obama is the first African-American president of the United States.
2008, as America welcomes a new president, Saturday Night Live looks for someone to play him.
Calling all Obamas, your dream gig is up for grabs. Saturday Night Live needs to find an Obama fast.
She is responsible for everything I've achieved.
What I can say.
I also think America wants change.
And SNL set their eyes on upcoming talent Jordan Peele.
You had a chance at the last year of Mad TV to get onto SNL. They offered it to you because they wanted you to play Barack.
For 29-year-old Jordan, this was a no-brainer.
So Mad is basically underneath SNL. When you're a sketch performer, improv performer at this time, you're not trying to land on Mad TV, you're trying to land on SNL.
The guy that owned Mad TV, David Salson, said no, he's contractually with us for like a year, right? Or like even less than that.
Yes.
He could have let you go, like, fuck the year, SNL, go do it.
Yeah, there's four more
episodes. He didn't do it.
He didn't do it.
4 more episodes left on your contract.
On the contract, he's like, they're gonna laugh. The network's gonna laugh me out of the room if I even try to bring that up.
Saturday Night Live chose a guy of white Asian heritage, Fred Armisen, to play Obama.
Thank you, though.
The hardest part was when Mad TV ended. All of a sudden I didn't have direction. So I went through a dark period where, I didn't know what to do. I came off Mad very sort of like bitter from like what I felt was like contractual bullying and this kind of stuff or whatever. And so in this case, my thing was like, all right, convert this into strategy, right? Mm-hmm. I need to be a producer. A few years later, after doing like a pilot and a movie as an actor here or there, Keegan and I got together and sold the show.
Life-changing?
Life-changing.
I don't know if Key and Peele fans?
Yes. Do you want to see how I edit these things? Get on over here. These are the videos, this is the audio. But these bright pink blocks, music. So, this is a brand deal. But I don't feel like I have to work hard to sell this one, because for over 3 years, I've got almost all my music from Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound is the best soundtracking platform for every creator. Over 50,000 premium restriction-free tracks, 200,000 sound effects, but recently, they've switched the game up. Adapt is their new tool that lets you tweak the mood and genre of any Epidemic Sound track. For instance, you'll see later I start a sequence with this Western-inspired cowboy track. Using Adapt, I could create a sci-fi version of the same track that kept the same melody. In the edit, I slowly fade from the original to the adapted version, aligning with the sequence's direction. I did the same thing in the intro, adapting an upbeat jazz tune into something far more sinister. Epidemic Sound also lets you download stems, meaning you have full control over when to hide and reveal certain instruments. Some of my favorite ever moments on this channel wouldn't be the same without music I found on Epidemic Sound. Start taking sound design seriously and become a better storyteller. Use my link and soundtrack your content today.
Welcome to the show, everybody. I am Keegan.
I am Jordan.
And this is Key and Peele. Thank you, yes, thank you.
So that now you know.
Yes, you do.
Key, Peele.
We like to write sketches that only Keegan and I could perform for whatever reason.
Right.
Whether it's like this kind of weird racial exploration,
Christian, I almost totally just got mugged right now.
or it has this piece of physical comedy only Keegan can pull off, or it has these accents that we can do.
We are dealing with terrorism, and what a great opportunity to be here.
Now, Jordan does a lot of hands-on writing, right? Jordan will write a lot of his own sketches.
License and registration. Holy. Mr. President.
Now, I want you to go ahead and treat us like you would if I weren't the president. Not exactly what I had in mind.
I started writing. My goal was to become a great writer. I started basically writing Get Out in some
2000, what is this?
around 2005. The initial idea was already there.
What we have seen is that America can change.
I wrote the movie primarily during the post-racial lie. So the Obama era,
Because together, we are going to change America.
when everyone was saying, hey, we're past racism, right?
We did it.
We did it.
I might be the next future president. Anything's possible.
With Obama's inauguration in 2009, America had conquered racism. If only.
In its essence, it's kind of a Key and Peele sketch. It's an observation of being black in white spaces. And by the way, I pitched it like, no one's ever gonna do this movie, but here's the pitch. A couple months into writing it, I realized, made this call, and he said, go for it.
Get out.
Okay.
Sorry, man.
Okay.
Get out!
Yo!
Yeah!
Yo, chill, man.
Get out!
Chill!
Chill!
I got hypnotized last night.
Nigga, get the fuck out of here.
Mom and Dad, my black boyfriend will be coming up this weekend, and I just don't want you to be shocked that he's a black man.
You know, I don't want to get chased off the lawn with a shotgun. The nearest house is across the lake. It's total privacy. With your frame and your genetic makeup, if you really pushed your body, you'd be a fucking beast. You should have Missy take care of that for you. How? Hypnosis.
Come in and sit with me, please.
If there's too many white people, I get nervous, you know. How do you feel now? I can't move. Good to see another brother around here. Yes, of course it is.
You're paralyzed. Now, sink into the floor.
What the fuck?
Sink.
So help me God.
The Sunken Place, to me, is the suppression of voices, the silencing of expression, and that's what keeps us from progress.
Get Out released in 2017, emerging to an America that's racism was no longer polite and presentable. It was dangerous.
So much of it is timing, right? I mean, that movie was a time.
You know, this is also a time when there are lawmakers who aren't going to attend the State of the Union because they think our president's a racist. Where are we?
The president is a racist, which is very sad.
We will make America great again. Hail Trump! Hail our people! Hail victory!
So I'm fortunate enough that, you know, the movie that I made as a response to The racism I saw existing in the Obama era came out when Trump took over. The movie that was about this one kind of coded racism came out in this time when it was very much this loud conversation.
I came here to speak on behalf of Donald Trump.
That, by the way, it involved, to be fair, the critiquing of white liberalism.
Right.
You know, in the time when Trump is it.
But I can tell that he has nothing but the best interest of this country in heart.
Like I said, it wasn't Get Out, it was what was happening and that timing.
Please welcome Jordan Peele. In February, you made your debut with Get Out. The LA Times called it a cultural phenomenon. It's on a ton of Oscar lists. Highest grossing debut film based on original screenplay ever.
It soared with critics and audiences alike. A ticket-selling monster that cost less than $5 million to make and earned more than $250 million at the box office.
For a black audience, it was a movie they had never seen before, but always wanted to see, even though they didn't know they always wanted to see it. Jordan Peele knows exactly what he's doing.
Chris, you gotta get the fuck up out of there, man. You in some eye wide shut situation. Leave, motherfucker.
It feels like the country as a whole has been living in the sunken place. You know, we can try and scream, but we can't, you know, break through.
It's us.
Once upon a time. There was a girl, and the girl had a shadow.
There was another girl in there. She looked like me. Exactly like me.
That's crazy. Been having so many crazy coincidences lately.
Jinx, double jinx, triple jinx, blackout.
You're in the Hall of Mirrors.
She wasn't a reflection. She was real.
There's a family in our driveway.
So if y'all want to get crazy, we can get crazy.
What are you people? We're Americans.
Oh my God.
They think like us. They know where we are. They won't stop until they kill us. Or we kill them.
It's Hands Across America, a 4,000-mile-long chain of Good Samaritans standing hand in hand through fields of green.
When I thought to put the Hands Across America in this film is an example of this American duality. That here you have this event. On the one hand, it's a beautiful thing, right? We're all going to get together, we're going to hold hands, and somehow that's going to cure hunger.
Hands Across America. Celebrities by the dozens joined other Americans by the millions yesterday to raise money for the homeless.
The illusion that we're contributing to something that actually is making change.
And lately, people aren't talking too much to one another, and this is why this is such a great event.
As opposed to something that kind of makes us feel better and absolves us of our responsibility to enact actual change.
It's the line.
Looks like some kind of fucked up performance art. I've been afraid of the idea of seeing myself since I was younger. Idea of like yourself giving you a knowing smile, sort of indicating I'm the version that was ready for this. You know, there's something chilling about that.
11/11.
This seems to be a group of individuals engaged in some sort of demonstration or protest.
You've talked a little bit about how this film is dealing with kind of this pervasive fear of the other that is in the zeitgeist right now.
Right-left paradigm is the only way our narcissistic media ecosystem sees anything anymore.
Do you think this film would have emerged in your brain had the election of 2016 not happened?
The shooter was a radical leftist, right-wing Trump-supporting Christian.
He is a Biden supporter. Case closed.
We know the suspected shooter is MAGA.
Because collectively we have a dark side. I didn't set out to make a movie about a post-Trump America.
President Trump, with no information on the shooter whatsoever, immediately made threats to go after liberals.
But, you know, it's not an accident that these were, my fears were surrounding this sense of us as a collective, our demons.
I think about murdering him sometimes.
Right now, everything becomes left versus right or us versus them.
And then there was us.
We're at political war. All we care about is victory.
As awful as it is to accept, outrage gets more votes, more fundraising, and more clicks than love and forgiveness. Anger sells.
I think what it symbolizes and displays the fact that we still have the American spirit.
Bad thing with a spirit can get broke. What's a bad miracle? They got a word for that.
Nope.
The first notion that I latched onto when I was writing this movie was this idea of making a spectacle, making something people would have to see.
Every Friday, for the last 6 months, my family and I have bore witness to an absolute spectacle. One that you'll be seeing here today.
Look, this is a society of spectacle, and I think that the idea of spectacle harms us in many ways.
This is in reference to the biggest, bestest, brand new live show.
Whether it's something we are so obsessed by that we give it too much power because it has a spectacular nature to it.
Maybe this shit right here is a moment, our moment.
Or if it's because we use the spectacle to distract ourselves from the truth.
It's gonna get hungry again.
Does anybody watch UFC, the great day in the world?
You highlighted a possible UFC title fight at the White House.
Think of this on the grounds of the White House. We have a lot of land there. We're gonna build a little, we're not.
And my vision for this thing is we have this big arch, as you can see, with the lighting grid, because what I want is the White House on the back.
We're looking for the impossible shot.
The Star Lasso Experience.
It's also about our inner need, whether we have it or not, to be the spectacle.
This dream you're chasing, the one where you end up at the top of the mountain, all eyes on you.
To be seen, to be recognized for who we are and what we are.
It's the dream you never wake up from. You know people gonna come and do what they always do. Try and take it all for themselves. This asshole.
Can I help you?
You see that cloud?
There's certain animals that use mesmerization as a primary tool.
Today, we're announcing the Sora app, powered by the all-new Sora 2.
I ain't never seen no shit like this.
Where's your phone?
Hey everybody, it's Mike.
Why aren't you filming this?
It's the most powerful imagination engine ever built.
I don't think it eats you if you don't look it in the eye.
Well, they made a TikTok clone where every video is AI.
Look at this! 6'7".
Hi, I'm Walter. Pleasure to meet all.
I'm scrolling. Martin Luther King Jr. going 6'7". Like, that's gotta be illegal somehow.
Police, put it down!
I'm innocent, officer. I'm
There's even a name for it, AI slop.
I knew it had to be a creature that was a vision and that you can't look away from.
So it looks and it feels like TikTok, but all of the content is pure AI slop.
Can you get back to work?
Anybody who scrolls Slop Talk for fun needs to re-examine how they interact with media.
I'm gonna need to see your driving license, please.
Of course, officer. My analysis, we are so completely fucked.
And it's got you when you do look at it.
I think all great horror has a social message of some sort.
How do you feel about the current situation right now here in your home country?
You're getting new reports about a chilling and downright shocking escalation of ICE tactics against the residents of Chicago.
Pretty scared, pretty terrified, pretty frustrated.
USA! USA! And fuck Antifa!
When it works, it's because it's tapping into something that we're suppressing as a society, as individuals.
Let's not make any mistake. These individuals do not just want to threaten our law enforcement officers, threaten our journalists, and the citizens of this country. They want to kill them.
In the middle of the night, hundreds of armed federal agents and police breached fences and busted doors in an immigration raid on an entire apartment building on the city's south side.
Their agenda is to destroy the American people and our way of life.
They pulled dozens of residents from their homes and zip ties, including children, some of them without any clothes.
And this president is standing in their way.
At a certain point, decided to use United States imagery from, whether it's the genocide of the Native American people or our xenophobia and privilege.
Millions turned out across the country today for a coordinated day of protest against President Donald Trump and his administration's policies.
At least 7 million Americans took to the streets protesting what many called an abuse of power by President Trump. House Speaker Mike Johnson called it, quote, the Hate America rally.
We love America. We hate what they're trying to do to America.
But however you define us, in order for you to have us, there's got to be a them.
I got rights to talk, bro.
Got no right here.
I do.
Tyranny requires your fear, your silence, and your compliance. Democracy requires your courage.
Simple words, no kings.
I think it's a joke. I looked at the people. They're not representative of this country.
The things that are being done right now in this government are totally ridiculous.
The demonstrations were very small, very ineffective.
Thousands of protests, millions of Americans showing up.
The largest day of protest in American history.
All my films are about human nature and about something that I fear is part of our DNA and scares me.
Our job here is to say we do not respect what the government is doing with immigrants today. And that's what we're here to do.
The Sunken Place, to me, is the suppression of voices, the silencing of expression, and that's what keeps us from progress.
Anti-government Gen Z online protests have spilled onto the streets of Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal, and Kenya.
A leaderless movement in a fight against corruption and for social justice.
I've seen it happen so many times this year where really screams for justice are disregarded.
The entire system wanted to suppress our voices.
The death toll now stands at over 70 after anti-corruption protests
led to police clashes and a host of buildings in the Capitol being set aflame.
Look, if I see a box, I'm going to break it.
The trigger? A ban on social media platforms. The fuel? Something far deeper.
They are corrupt. They are incompetent. That's why we, Gen Z, are mobilizing.
Outrage against corruption, nepotism, and inequality.
This protest is not against the social media ban.
If I see something I'm not supposed to do, I'm going to do it.
This is against the big corruption that these ministers have done for the past 2 decades.
It's our time now.
Our time. We were suppressed. Now we have our voice.
And I'm going to figure out how to make it work.
You too can be a part of the process. Use the facts. Exercise your power.